Hello everyone, hope you're all well. I've got an SNK809. I did say I was thinking of getting one. I think the writing's on the wall for all the Seiko 5s now. A lot of the more popular ones are just impossible to get. I did have a look for a model I was looking for, but that's gone and I can only pay scalper prices and that's out of the question. So I'm just going to run through the specifications of the two watches and then I'm going to mention my thoughts on it. So the SNK809 weighs 64 grams on this nylon strap. The SRPH on a NATO strap weighs 76 grams, or on this mesh strap it weighs 123 grams. The size of the SNK is 37.1 and the SRPH is 39.8. The thickness of the SNK 10.7 and 13.8 millimeters for the SRPH. 7S26 non-hacking or hand widening movement in the SNK, and the 4R36, which obviously does have hacking and hand winding. The crown on the SNK is very small. It's 3.89 millimeters in diameter and 2 millimeters thick, so it's really small, but it does tuck away into the side of the case nicely. That's at 4 o'clock. The crown on the SRPH is 7 by 3 millimeters. That's at 3 o'clock. It's not concealed within the case in any way. Finish on the SNK, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Mainly because, as you can see in there, that's kind of polished. Sides are bead blasted by the look of it. The back is polished. It's kind of very entry level. The SRPH, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Now that was part of my complaint in the, well, not a complaint, but one of my observations was that it was turning into a bit of a dress watch. I've since seen other videos of the other models, SRPH ones with the Cordura type straps, and they are like a fully brushed case or bead blasted case. So it really is just the model I've chosen, the SRPH23K1. So that kind of negates the observation that I made. It is a choice that I made. It was difficult to see on the photographs online what the differences were in the case finishes. So strap size on the SNK is 18 millimeters, the mesh is 20 millimeters. The lume on both of these watches isn't fantastic, so it's adequate, I guess. Big shortfall of the SNK obviously is the water resistance at only 30 meters. The SRPH is 100 meters, so a massive jump in performance for that. Lug to lug on the SNK is 42.9 and the SRPH is 48 millimeters. The hands on the SNK are like a diamond shape, is the best way to describe it. And I do really like them like that. They're kind of completely white all the way across, and I think if they had the same hands on this SRPH with a black dial, it would improve it markedly. So obviously it's got a red tip on the SNK, but it does kind of extend in that inner circle, whereas if you see the SRPH, the white tip only starts extending from that inner circle. So in the right light you just see the white tip rotating around in the outer circle, and you kind of lose the second hand as it moves around. The lugs on the SNK are not drilled, but they are on the SRPH. Both have colour matched date wheels in this colourway, which I think is a big plus. I'm just going to make a few observations. The 4R36 movement for me is kind of devalued because you see it in so many other watches from homage manufacturers. So it's called the NH36, and it's kind of I paid £236, I think, from memory, for the SRPH, but you see that movement in watches for under £100 sterling. So it's quite kind of I think Seiko have done a disservice to themselves by making it available to all and sundry. It kind of devalues the movement when they use it themselves, but that's only my opinion, and I look forward to your comments on that. Again, the case is a rework. Well, it is the SRPG case. They've obviously just reused that case. There's no difference at all. Obviously, on this model, it's polished. The dome mineral crystal. The price point I paid, or even £180, £190 even, I think it should have a sapphire crystal on it. All the other manufacturers that you see, I can quite easily put that on. Hardlex I'm not a great fan of. I don't think it holds any intrinsic value over a standard mineral crystal. I'm happy to be proved wrong if you want to prove that. And I also think it's kind of a shame that the SNK in that size is going to disappear. It's not suitable for me. I've got 7.5-inch wrists, but there's lots of people that size of watch is ideal, and they won't bring it back. They're not going to put a 4R36 movement in it or make any changes to that size in that case, although they could. I just think it's a loss, really. No doubt they would price it way too high, even if they did do that, but I do think it's a real loss at that Seiko 5 range. They were kind of smaller watches, 38, 37 millimeters. They're all going to disappear. So all the people with small wrists, they're kind of not being served, which is not a good thing for people with small wrists. I do like the hands much better on the old SNK. I just like the shape. I like the fact they're all white. Although the hands on the new watch do extend that bit further, the minute and the second hand. That's good. It's just the shape of the minute, and the hour hand could have been made to diamond to keep that family resemblance. One thing I will say about the SNK, I purchased this from Creation Watches in Singapore. Now, to buy this in the UK from a UK retailer is over £100. So Creation Watches in Singapore, I purchased this for £64, and then I just had to meet my local customs duties in the country, and it just made it so significantly cheaper. Came on the metal strap, which was diabolical. Absolutely awful. I took that straight off. I just didn't even think about resizing it or using it. It's tucked away in a bag should I ever want it. This watch is, I just wanted to keep, I'm going to keep, I've had two before. I'm going to keep this one. Mainly because they are going to disappear. I think it's going to turn into a bit of a cult watch. I'm not expecting to make any money out of it. I just think I've always liked it. It's just the size that killed it for me. Some people have moaned about the new logo as well on the Seiko 5. I'm indifferent either way. I don't care. It's kind of vanilla, if you like. I've been wearing the SRPH quite a lot. I haven't managed to scratch the crystal, which is a good thing. Perfectly happy with it. It's a tried and tested movement, but like I said, I think it has been devalued because it's been used in so many other things. I mean, there must be a terrific amount of money involved in passing off that movement to everybody, but it kind of detracts away from Seiko, I think. If you can just get the same movement in a watch, it's so much cheaper. You see that there are copies of Seiko's high-end watches that all offer that same movement. A high-end, I'm talking £300-400 watches, and you can buy homage watches for 150 pounds sterling with the same movement. So just kind of wonder whether Seiko's shooting themselves in the foot a bit. Accuracy on both of these has been really good, especially the SNK, strangely enough. I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's basically the predecessor to the 4R36. I'm getting within 4 or 5 seconds a day out of the SNK. The SRPH is running a bit faster, it's about 7 seconds a day. Both great looking watches. But I will pop in the Lume shot, because I did add it on to the end of the last video, but it got lost somewhere in editing or when I uploaded it to YouTube. So I'll pop that in there as well. I'm not going to bother putting any other photographs in. That's my final thoughts on it, really. So if you want one of the smaller Seiko 5s and you know a model you're looking for, I would have a look now, because they do seem to be, especially the more popular models, they are disappearing. Hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to do another one soon of a classic Seiko, Casio. So if you like those, keep tuned. Thanks a lot. Right, just a quick Lume shot. Torch will work. Obviously the newer one's got bigger indices, and the hands are holding more lume, so it's going to outperform the SNK. But at the end of the day, they're not a diving watch. Right, let's pop the lights off. Hope you can see that. So it's adequate, but it's no dive watch. Obviously the new watches will outperform the old one. Just the amount of lume, there's just a bit more of it, but not a great amount, to be honest. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's been useful to you. If you've got any questions, just stick it in the comments. Thanks for watching.